Hey, Clover mates! Lucky Star Shi-Roku here, and welcome to another update type of video. Once again, I am recording this on my phone, so if the quality sounds not great or whatever, I apologize, but I'm still in a situation where I'm waiting for my new computer. There has been a bit of progress, there has been a bit of stuff going on. I'll go into as much as I can. Obviously, you can't go into everything because there's a lot of, private information in there as well, but I'll go over what I can. So again, there's not really a whole lot to say exactly. There's been some progress. Currently, I'm still waiting for my new desktop. It's been sorted, I hope. But it's just a case of waiting now. So basically, I've been back to Curry's again on Tuesday, just gone. So basically, as of when this goes out, which will probably be tonight, as I'm recording this. So basically, Tuesday just gone. I went back to Curry's to find out what the hell was going on because it's been a whole ordeal with Curry's. It's been an absolute nightmare. I don't really have much faith with them right now with how things have been handled because I don't have much faith at all. So basically, we went to Curry's to presumably pick up my new machine. So we ordered a machine after finding out that first one I wanted wasn't in stock anymore. It was outdated, so we looked at another one in replacement, got the money for it to actually get. So we did that, went there to pick it up, only to find out that apparently something had went wrong. I don't know exactly, but from the way they were talking about it, from the way the Curry staff were talking about it, it sounds like this is a somewhat common occurrence and it happens fairly regularly, but from what it sounded like my order did come. Like the order I put through, apparently from the sound of it, it sounded like it did come, but one of the staff there apparently just ripped the reserve label off and just sold it to someone else before I could get there, which if that is the case, that's bloody disgusting. That's the reserve labels are there for a reason, and from the way the staff were talking about it, sounded like it's a fairly common occurrence over there. So that was disgusting. That was disgusting behavior. I ordered it. It came. Was somewhat basically we didn't get there in time. Someone, like one of the staff, ripped the label off and sold to someone else, which is again, that's disgusting behavior. And apparently it is fairly common over there. Like there are staff that do that apparently, which that's disgusting. I paid good money for that, and only for them to sell it to someone else. That's absolutely disgusting. So that apparently happened. So yeah. So basically, I've ordered another one. We've ordered another one. Went through all the we got all the paperwork, all that sorted. So again, can't go into much detail about all that, but we have actually done all that. And that's another thing. One thing I wanted to say before. Honestly, there's so much to remember. Don't forget, I'm not writing all this down. I'm literally having to think back to that day. And again, there's a lot going through here right now, so it's a lot to remember. But I did talk about this in one of my videos recently. But I don't have staff support as much as I used to. I only have staff support twice a week now for a couple hours on Tuesday and Thursday. So if my machine did come to Curry's, I have a very, very, very small window of time where I can actually pick it up. I can only pick it up on Tuesdays or Thursdays, within a very short few hour window, so that's not great either. So yeah, so the machine was delivered apparently, and because of this very short window of time I have to pick it up, because I only have support a couple days a week for a couple hours, it means I wasn't able to get there in time because of the short window. So they just ripped the label off and sold it to someone else. So again, disgusting behaviour. But like, as disgusting as it is, from what the staff at Curry's was saying, like they were laughing about it, so it sounds like it is a somewhat common occurrence, unfortunately. Which again, I say is absolutely disgraceful. You know, I mean, I paid good money for that. I paid for that. I did all that. I went through all the preparations. I went through all the procedures and stuff, and only for that to happen. So that's still bloody disgusting. Overall, I think the way Curry's have handled this, like this last few weeks, is absolutely disgusting. Don't have very much faith in Curry's right now at all. I think after this, again, the reason I went with Curry's this time is because this machine is important. You know, this is my main source of everything I do, my main computer. So I felt like I had to go somewhat legit with for this time around. But I think after that, like, because I'll have to get my my laptop, like, for just watching stuff on the night. So I don't think I'll go with Curry's with them. Like, I'll go with one of the more cheaper options. But I felt like for this, I at least need to go to Curry's for this, just because of what a big deal this machine is to me. So yeah. So bottom line is, I'm currently still waiting. I'm gonna give them like a week. So hopefully by next week, Tuesday or Thursday, I should have my new machine. By then, so I can start playing around. I can start installing stuff. I can start getting it ready for recording. It might still take a while just because there's so much to do. Getting Windows 11 manageable, because Windows 11, despite how long it's been out for, it's still Windows 11 is still not perfect. There's still a lot that the community have had to do just to make it even operational, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff like that just to get it operable. As well as getting OBS and all that back. So it could take a little while before I can actually start recording again. Again, I'll probably do a proper debut video once everything's set up enough to actually, talk about and stuff like that. Talk about anything about the machine, because I think there may be a couple of things I need to talk about, like sacrifices I've made with the machine and stuff. There's a couple of things, but yeah. So hopefully by next week I should have my machine, so I can start setting it up. Might do a couple of videos on it, a few posts. I don't know. We'll have to see, but yeah. So hopefully it should, again, I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully it should just be one more week, and then I can start setting things up. So Let's Plays, again, I'll talk more about this in videos to come later on, but all of my console Let's Plays should be fine, because again, they're all on my consoles. The only game I'm a little worried about is Insaniquarium, because I was backing everything up on my hard drive, trying to back up as much as possible. Oh yeah, that's something else. I've also asked them to transfer my data from the old machine to the new one, so that's encouraged right now. Hopefully they're doing that. But yeah, the only game I'm worried about is Insaniquarium, because I try to back all of my games and game data up as much, try to back up as much as I could to my my external drive. But Insaniquarium was one of the few games that I couldn't find the save data for, so I think I'm likely going to have to speed run replay Insaniquarium back to that point just to get back to that episode. Insaniquarium is a very, very short game, so it shouldn't take me that long in theory. Like, if I pull an all-nighter, I shouldn't have that much trouble. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much for me to say. So again, If you're new, subscribe, turn notifications, keep up, subscribe, turn notifications on. Check my community posts regularly for any updates, videos, anything at all. Do check back on the channel fairly regularly every so often, just in case I post anything, because I do try to post, especially during these little short hiatus periods. I do try to stay as up to date as I can. So again, do check back regularly for updates and stuff like that. But hopefully it should only be one more week of inactivity, and then I can start setting things back up again. Again, it's gonna take a while to get all my stuff, because again, I had a lot of stuff on OBS, a lot of setup. All my presentations I have to start again from scratch. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this video for now. So again, stay tuned, stay subscribed. Check everything regularly to check back with regular updates. I try to update as often as I can, but yeah, that's so hopefully just one more week, and then I should be getting ready to make my grand return. And obviously I will like to do a Windows 11 debut and a couple other things. Again, there's a couple other videos that I was working on before this, like there's my SAD explanation, there's my SAD routine deep dive, there's a few other things I was working on before all this. But so again, stay tuned for like updates and those videos in general, just Let's Plays or just anything in general. Stay tuned for any of that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day, you guys.